All right, my beautiful Glam fam, let's get started. So I am so excited, you guys, because we have a huge giveaway in this video, but we are going to wait till later to talk about that and give you all the deets on it. I do want to start off with the brand new Sephora. This is a reformulated Best Skin Ever multi-use concealer. They had a previous version, but they just launched this new version with more skincare benefits to it. So let's just first kind of tackle that, and then we'll get into this little eyeshadow palette from the mini mix palettes at Sephora. These are just like little trios in this color story. I know it's plain Jane and I'm just a basic, you know what, but that's okay. This is a palette that I feel like you can travel with if it's good quality. We'll find out about that though. And then I also want to feature this lip oil I've been really liking by Nooni. It's a K-beauty product, and this is an Applewine lip oil. And this gives you a nice soft stain, but it doesn't last as long as I would hope it does, but I really love the stain on this, and I really love how moisturizing this looks on the lips. So we will pop that on in a little bit. I do have my Polite Society Big XL. I just love that lip flip effect that you get on the top lip. I'm obsessed with that. All right, let's jump into the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Multi-Use Concealer. This retails for $16 US. You get 0.16 ounces and 5 mils of product. So you're looking about $3.20 per mil. This is made in France, and it does have a 6-month shelf life. It's available in 30 shades. I went with shade 12N, which is a light with neutral undertones, but it is a little bit darker than I usually like under my eye, but I wanted one that I can use all over my face. And we'll talk about the comparisons because I know I just did the Makeup Forever HD full cover concealer, so I will talk about what I feel the differences between the two. This is a first impression with this product, so I don't know right now, but I'll show you like swatches, and also the Too Faced Born This Way, because that is another multi-use type of concealer. So I will show you guys, actually I'll just show it to you right now, all of the swatches right there of what those three look like. So in this shade again, it's 12N, and that's light with neutral undertones. These are all pretty much neutral. And then the Makeup Forever is 1N14, and that is also a neutral undertone, light with neutral undertones. And then I also have Vanilla from Too Faced Born This Way, and that is the, again, multi-use sculpting concealer in shade Vanilla, and that is very light with neutral undertones, but they oxidize a lot, so that's why Vanilla was my perfect shade. But we'll have to kind of see, comparing the that one, the new Sephora one, to the Born This Way and Makeup Forever one. You are going to get more of a natural finish with this concealer. It's described as a buildable medium coverage concealer with a long wearing formula that hydrates the skin with hyaluronic acid for up to 16 hours. It's formulated with 75% skincare based, enriched with hyaluronic acid. It improves your skin's appearance, resulting in your skin feeling more moisturized and looking brighter. Let's take a look at the full ingredient list. We have water as the first ingredient, then you have your dimethicones, isododecanes in there. You see tocopherol at the bottom of the list, that's vitamin E. Actually, you have it in the middle too. Let me know if you guys see anything in there, and just in case you're allergic to any of those ingredients, I always like to show it to you, as I always state in every single video. All right, let's talk about the Sephora Collection Mini Mix Eyeshadow Palette, and I'll show you guys the swatches before we jump into the application of this concealer. So this is their new Mini Mix Eyeshadow Palette. It retails for $10. Each pan is 0.9 grams and 0.03 ounces, so I will show you guys the total weight right there. You do get quite a bit in that little pan, so I do appreciate that. This is made in China. There's no shelf life that I can see, and it's available in 6 color variations. I went with Beyond Brown, and that contains a mix of brown shades. Now, it doesn't really say, but from what I can feel from the swatches, you're getting a matte shade, and I'll show you that right there, a glittery shade, and then you get a sequence shade. What I like about these is they do have these little like straps that you can flip up, and this is definitely one of their, like, I've reviewed another one in the past, I think last year, but you get a mirror that slides out, which is really cute. I do like that nifty little packaging, and it slides out and you can kind of use the mirror. Not that I can, well, it's not too bad of a mirror. Actually, that's a pretty decent mirror. Not that I could really see though. You have the Sephora logo on there as well. And then this palette actually slides out too, if you want to just use the mirror and not have to worry about, you know, dropping the eyeshadow or anything like that. You can just put it down and then go from there and then use the mirror. So I like that for on the go. I think that was nifty. I don't know if that's why they did it, but it has like this little tab right here that just slides. You can slide it back in there like that. So very convenient, very on the go, easy, friendly. So, all right, you guys, I think that's it on my notes. We're gonna get into the giveaway portion later on. So stay tuned, stick with me in this video. All right, let's try this on. So I have my Dermatology eye patches on because I wanted some moisture, but I did start off with my Calecim skincare. Since this is a Calecim giveaway, I will give you guys that, and I am picking 5 winners. So stay tuned for all those details. And then I went in with my Calecim Professional Serum. That one, it's just my holy grail. That little thing right there is just the most potent skincare ingredient or skincare product you will ever get your hands on. It is just amazing, as you guys can see right there. That's I have so many product empties of those because it is just that phenomenal. I let that kind of soak into my skin for a minute. It actually soaks in pretty quickly, especially since my face is dry. And then I went in with my Calecim eye contour cream. You guys know this is the only eye cream I use and love with all of my heart. It is so good. And I'm just kind of going, you go underneath the eye, and then you can go on the eyelid, above the eyebrow bone, just covering that whole entire eye area. They really emphasize how well this is for hooded eyes. So I do go into more detail on all of the Calecim products in that video right there. And that is my entire AM and PM skincare routine. Definitely check out that video after this video. Make sure you watch this video all the way through first. And I explain what the mechanism of action is with all of these products, why they are so special, why PTT6 is so incredibly important, and that's the main ingredient in all of their products. And then I went in with the Calecim Pro Pigment Solution, and I use this one because I have discolorization. I have sun damage, I have acne scars. I have one acne scar that just will not go away. It's very stubborn, but it is fading a lot and getting a lot better. So just give it time. It's not going to work overnight. Just keep that in mind. What I love about this Pro Pigment Solution, even if I didn't have acne scars, I would still want this in my collection just because, or on my shelf, I should say, because it makes my skin feel like I have skin of an 18-year-old. Like that's how soft my skin is. It's just unreal, you guys. And with all Calecim products, you can scan that QR code right there. You're gonna get 15% off all the time. And what I love about Calecim is even when there's sales, they give you an extra 15% off whatever the sale deal is with my code Christy. Actually, it's not Christy15, sorry, it's just Christy. But make sure you utilize my link. So that's always at the top of the description box, and you'll see my skincare products as well as dermatology. So dermatology, you will always get 20% off, and I will have both of those. Are just the only skincare products I use on a daily basis. I've tried out other ones, but just nothing compares to those products. I did go in with my dermatology eye patches. I like to do this right before my makeup because my eye cream is already, I do that in the morning. Typically, I showed you guys in this portion of the video, but typically I do that in the morning just so, and I usually go about an hour or two before I get ready anyway, because I have my breakfast and do all that stuff. So try to catch up on work. So I let that really kind of, I hate the word marinate, but marinate into my skin. And then I go with my eye patches before I go in with my makeup. And I just feel like that's just a method that works for me. So I love it. I can't speak today. I love it. And my acid reflux is kind of active this morning. So I'm just like, oh, trying to deal with it. So I'm going to take off these eye patches, and you can just throw those away. I'm going to take my Chantecaille, and you guys know my Pure Rose Water spray, and spray this. I have been letting you guys know of a lot of Labor Day sales going on right now. So definitely check that out. All right, let's get in with this. I'm so excited. So I am going to, okay, we're gonna do my normal method. We're gonna do my dermatology water cream. You guys know the drill. I like to do this prep for you guys just to show you what I do. I know it's a lot of moisturizers. Do your own method. This is just my method for my skin type, so just keep that in mind. And this works as like a makeup primer for me. So, and my skincare is already, again, absorbed majorly. I was switching it out and going in with this and then this, but I kind of I like my old method better. Sometimes if it works, if it's not broke, don't fix. Eventually I'm gonna get that spit out. And then I'm gonna go in with my Dermatology #1 primer. You guys know this is just a pore filling primer. And I just put this in the areas, I don't need it all over my face. I just do it in the areas that I tend to want my makeup, like it, where it kind of creases, I should say. I really cannot speak today. So that's where I kind of do that. See how that just softened out my pores? And then it just gives me a much better canvas. Like, you know what? It's where we are. All right. Why can I get this on right now? Okay, I'm gonna need a new one because this one's getting low. Alrighty, now I'm going to take off this gloss because I want to, and I get a little red from this big, but it fades away. But I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just letting you know. All right, after I do my foundation, we will put this on. Then I'll show you guys the lip stain aspect of it. All right, I think, because it is a multi-use concealer, I kind of want to try it as a foundation or spot concealing. So I'm just going to do an extremely light layer of my NARS Punjab, and I'm going to mix that with my Lumi Glotion. So we're going to mix these two together. You guys know this is just something I have been doing for years and I love it. It's just the best combination, or just the best combo, mixing Lumi Glotion with anything, because this will just kind of dilute, this will dilute the foundation. So this will make it where it's not so aggressive. This is a very lightweight foundation anyway, but what it's gonna do is I just do one pump of the NARS. I don't want a whole lot. And then just one squirt. Why is that so funny to me? One squirt of the Lumi Glotion, and then I just mix it together like that. And then I'm just gonna I like to just put this on with my hands because I don't want, since we're using the multi-use concealer, like, so that's not gonna really get covered up, and nor my eyeglass marks. I'll do that with the concealer instead. So I'm just doing, that was even a little too much. It takes me forever to get through this because I do so little. And this helps spread out the foundation, and it makes the foundation just glide on so smooth. It's been my hack for myself that I just been doing, and I kind of just started doing it. I didn't learn it from anybody. This is just what works for me. I know other people do it, but this is, you guys know, this has been my go-to. So you'll get some coverage there. See how you're getting a little bit. And because I'm doing it with my hands, it's going to be a little bit more natural. I don't go too far up into my hairline just because I don't put that much product on to have to worry about that. And I don't want the makeup in my hair. That to me looks not good. So I just kind of blend it out with my fingers up there and just take any remainder and just kind of push it a little bit, but not like, I don't try to get up all in there. Get up all in there. I don't even know. Don't ask. BK Beauty 115. I know they're doing a sale, a Labor Day sale right now. I don't know if it's going to still be going on by the time you watch this, but it's 15% off all of the collaborations. So Angie and Nikki LaRose, just so you guys know that. We'll be using a Nikki LaRose brush in just a second. You always get 10% off with my, like, this is not part of that, but you will get 10% off with my code Christy 10. I think it's Christy 10. Put it right there, as I always do. And you can shop those YouTube affiliate links right there for this BK Beauty brush. When you guys, and this is, I think it's Y, for the collaboration one, it's YT15. It's a YouTube only one. So you'll have to click that link, or the link will be in the description box. As you guys can see right there, the little picture icons. You could just click those. So however you want to do it. Some people watch this on YouTube TV, so they can't click the screen. But if you're watching this on your phone or on your laptop or iPad, you can click that little portion right there. All right, so that is on there. That looks good. Let me just make sure. See how good my skin looks? I mean, yes, you can see my sun damage, my acne spots, but all in all, it looks natural. It's seamless, and I love the way that looks. And that's about all I use these days. Just because I don't want it to, I'm 47 years old. If you're new to this video, I have mature skin. So getting closer to 50, I just want to make sure that none of that's, you know, going into like my lines right there, you know? So that's why I try to just go as light as possible now. And then I can use powders to kind of just make it a little bit better. And that works for me, but go with what works for you. All right, so this is, again, 12N, and this is the Best Skin Ever. This has a nice precision doe foot applicator, and I do actually really like this doe foot applicator. It looks like a little tiny spoon almost. I like that concept. Let's try it first on the little spots right there. We're gonna do the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A506. This brush is great because it blends, but it's also gonna leave that pigment there. And I love that. I love the density, but yet softness of this brush. And right now it's 15% off that I'm talking about it. So hopefully you guys will, you can just click that link right there. And again, enter YT15 at checkout for 15% off. So I'm just going to, but I appreciate it if you guys utilized my link. So this color tone, this is the problem I've had with a lot. I'm just gonna use the remainder right there. That covered nicely, but this is too orange for me. Now you might not be able to see in that monitor. I'm not sure. I won't be able to tell till editing, but that is way too orange. Wow, and that's dark. And I'm self-tan. I have a ton of self-tan on right now. So this won't even match me at all in the winter. So that's a bummer. Okay, well, then we're trying it out. I thought for sure this one would be good, but it's okay. We're just gonna have to kind of blend this out, and we're gonna have to put it on the other side now, because now I have to match it up to the rest of my face, or that's gonna look weird. Okay, it blended out nicely. I don't know about the coverage there. I don't know, it's drying out that patch too. You guys, I don't know if I care for this very much. I don't like it at all. Oh my gosh, I'm sad. I want it to like this. All right, let's just try it. We're not gonna do this under the eye. It's just not happening. Well, I'll do a little bit. Oh gosh, this is frustrating. I hate when that happens. All right, so I don't need this one to set down because I don't have anything to really cover on this side. Yeah, I can totally see it in my 7 magnifying mirror. It doesn't even remotely match my skin. Again, you're not gonna be able to tell with my lighting and my camera right now. Oh my gosh, I have to spread this all over because that is just no bueno. You will totally be able to see that. Okay, well that's a big fat bummer. All right, I'm gonna take my sponge. It was just way too wet. See what happens? And that's gonna break that up now. Great. All right, we're struggling today. We are struggling. All right, make sure that your sponge is not, I forgot to do that. I got so distracted by how disappointed I was in this concealer. All right, just gonna do this. All right, you guys, I know I'm not gonna like it under my eye. I just know it. I just know it. But for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this on the back of my hand. This is the concealer hack I showed you guys. I'm still utilizing this method. I wanna try this brush that I picked up from Makeup by Mario. When I ordered, I had to refill my one size powder because I can't even wait for the sale. I didn't have enough. This is the EF1. It's a dual-ended brush, and I liked the F4 so much I decided to try this one out because it had a big end flat area that you can use to do this concealer method, but it also has this fluffy end that I want to use for my eyeshadows, my powdered eyeshadows. So I thought we'd try that out in the video. I love this one. This is the Makeup Forever one that I told you guys about. This is my favorite one for this method. So we're going to see the comparison and which one I like. So as you will be able to see from right here, the Makeup Forever one is definitely thinner and you're going to get a more precise application, where this one's a little bit fluffier. Sorry you guys, I don't know if you can hear my neighbor's kid, but he's very loud. So I apologize. I can't control it. Anyway, so we're going to take the back of my hand, we're going to take the brush right there. Dries down really fast, so be mindful of that. Let's tackle these eyeglass marks right here. Oh my gosh, this color is driving me nuts. I don't even care for the formula that much. It's not even just the color, it's the formula too. So that is what that would look like when you do it this way. Yeah, gosh, that's really looking bad. I have to take this BK Beauty brush. So I think I like my Makeup Forever technique a little, or the Makeup Forever brush a little bit more for this technique, but it's not bad with the Mario. I'm just trying to find brushes that have a dual end that are easy to travel with. I don't really like them for my makeup stand, but I like them when you're traveling. Just taking out the remainder. It's not a bad concealer. Maybe if I had a different color, I might like it a little bit more, but I don't know. It's not wowing me like the Makeup Forever one, or even the multi-purpose Too Faced one is so good. In fact, what we're gonna do, let's do the multi-purpose one in vanilla. Let's do that to brighten up because we're gonna need some brightening up. All right, now I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever brush for this, just because I want to show you guys the difference. So I like the Mario one for the fact that you can go a little bit faster. I will say that. This one you're gonna need time with. Another one I really like doing this method with is the Nikki LaRose. I use the Nikki LaRose a lot for this method as well. And what I like is, and this is the N16. I like this one because of that, it's fluffy, but it has that precision tip that I can get up into right here. I can really get into that under eye area. Now, some people don't like to go that far. I do. You just gotta do what works for you. Hourglass is my #1 concealer, and I can do all of this with it. I don't have to worry about the coconut derivatives. We're just gonna let it be because we have to. I mean, that's where we are. I'm gonna put a little bit of the, right here, of the Makeup Forever one. I know, we're just gonna combine all of them today because why not? YOLO. All right, let's do this brush. Yeah, the Makeup Forever one, well, I mean, this is good for you guys to see. It's a much better concealer, much better. This one you can use all over your face too. So if you're looking at one that gives you don't like the hourglass one or any of my other suggestions, then this is probably my favorite way to go. Hopefully when I put on my one size powder, it will all just come together. I'm definitely not going to put that anywhere else on my face, that Sephora one. I just don't even care for the formula, nor do I like the color. I guess maybe 10Y might be a better shade for me. Has more yellow undertones. I don't know. I'm more neutral, but their undertones are horrendous in my opinion. They always have been. I struggled with the foundation. Same thing. Just trying to blend it all in so that you don't see such a contrast that I see in my 7x magnifying mirror. All right, I think once I put the powder on, I'm gonna feel a lot better. All right, I'm gonna use my Sephora Velour Puff. I did pick that up when I got the eyeshadow and the concealer. I picked up another one because y'all know what happened to my last one. And I just like this one because I like the tip, and then I don't know, I just feel like I can just carry one with me. That's what I like, and it's really soft. Just don't put this in the wash machine. I can do all my other ones in the wash machine, but I can't do this one. All right, so that is looking good. Just want to make sure that there's no creasing before we go in with the powder. Okay, we're gonna do, this is 5NR from One Size. Okay, this little thing is like, I don't know what is going on there. Where are you coming from, homie? Homie the clown, don't mess around. Do you remember that? Do any of you remember that? Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. I'm not even gonna cut any of this out because this is what my day is feeling like. My day is feeling like my makeup is looking right now. Not good. Not good. All right, but we're doing this because I want to get this giveaway out because it ends next week, so. And I wanted to review this concealer. I was really excited about trying this out because I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, even though it's a lot per gram, or per mil, I should say, with the product, I literally can't get my words out today. Even though it's a lot per mil, it's still, some people like, I can't afford $36 right now, but I can afford $16. And then when the sale comes up, 30% off, that's better. We may try a different color when the sale hits. I don't know, but I bought that full price. So that's where we are there. All right, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury. I did buy a new one because obviously we're hitting pan there, but we're gonna utilize the old one first. I'm just gonna take the opposite side of the brush and we're gonna set down the rest of this. Oh yeah. I mean, do you see how Charlotte Tilbury just makes everything better? We're gonna have to bring some life back to my face with setting spray, but yeah. Just sometimes you do pay. You do pay. I find that with a lot of base products. I just haven't. I try a lot off camera, you guys, like drugstore products, and I can't do it. I'm like, this is awful. It's awful. So I just, for me, I found a lot of other stuff from the drugstore, but not when it comes to base products. That's just for me. Some people find it, like some people really like the Maybelline Fit Me powder, couldn't stand that powder. So some people like, there's things that work for everybody's skin is different. So just take my reviews and my opinions and how I'm, demoing it, even if I don't like something, take it with a grain of salt. Try it yourself. You never know, because this might be amazing on your skin, just not on mine. That's just how I feel. Anyway, that's where I'm at with that. So, especially when the sale hits, because it'll be 30% off, which is nice. What I like to do is after I've pressed it into the skin, I just take my Surratt face brush. You guys know this is the only powder brush I use. And I just kind of dip that in and then just do it all over the face. All right, you guys, let's take a look at it up close, and then I'm gonna pop off camera, finish up my brows and stuff like that, and then I'll come back and demo the eyeshadow palette in just a second. All right, Glam Fam, so I popped off camera and I took it off. It was horrendous, you guys. It was oxidizing like crazy. It was orange. I'll show you guys in natural daylight before it started oxidizing more. I took some time to have some more breakfast, or bone broth, I should say. And I just was like, what is going on? It just, my skin looked ruddy and gross. It's just not my, it's not my jam, you guys. It's not at all. So I want to give this eyeshadow a chance, and I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but if the rest of my makeup is not looking good, it just ruins everything else. So that's just how I am. I don't know how everyone else is, but I took it off. I just put my NARS, I ended up going in with just NARS and Clinique. I did this in another video with the Moisture Surge serum and the NARS foundation, and I did that instead. And I put my Hourglass concealer on because it's just chef's kiss, the best concealer ever made. So, and I didn't even spot conceal, and that's what I mean. Like, that method just works for me, and it's really hard to derail. But I'm here to try out different products, and it was unfortunately a fail for me. Let's try out this matte shade without my lovely, trusted, true Armani. You know I like to do the cream first, but we're gonna do it the normal way. All right, let's use this BK Beauty, and this is the 201, or actually, we're gonna do Rose and Ben. Rose and Ben, and this is the E29. We're gonna use this brush to go into this second shade. I'm gonna take it out of the palette because it's just easier. So we're gonna go into that one right there, that middle one. It's the only matte one in the palette. This is gonna be a really easy eyeshadow look, you guys. So there is kick up in the pan. So it tells me it's a very soft formula. Do you see that? All right, let's put it on right here. I'm not getting a lot of pigment out of that, but we have an exciting giveaway coming up. So that's where we are there. Forgot to tell you about the lip oil. We'll get to that in just a second. And just say save your $10 and invest in something else. That's just my opinion. All right, let's take this Sigma E40. We're just blending things out. And let's talk about this lip oil for a second. So this is, again, a K-Beauty product, and I'll put what it's infused with, the ingredients right there. But this is in the shade, I went with Applewine lip oil. So this is more of a wine color. I tried the Peony one, and that one was too bright for me, even though I thought that was gonna be the one because it was the lightest one. The lip tint on this one looked better. Now, would I wear this as a lip gloss? It's pretty. I like the texture. I like how moisturizing it is on my lips, but it's not really my cup of tea. Beautiful, you guys. Absolutely stunning. I mean, this is a really gorgeous formula. As you can tell, it's not as bright when you put it on. It starts to brighten up as time goes by. And now this is what we got going on right here. We've got a very bright lip. So I am going to take this off, and I'll show you just kind of the lip stain it will leave you. See, it's on there. Okay, so that definitely stains, you guys. It stains all right. I just wish there was a little bit lighter color. I don't know. That's the problem I'm having with these lip stains. I would say this Too Faced one is the one I love the most probably, but I don't want that pink look today. It left more of a beigey tone last time. I don't know what is going on, you guys. My lips feel a little dry right now. Let's try to tone this down a little. Let's use this Milani. This is, oh gosh, you guys remember I used to use this all the time. This is Tease from Milani. Let's just put that on. Yeah, that's gonna tone it down. Okay, that was aggressive. That pink was a lot more, yeah, see, this is more my tone. I wish there was a lip stain that left your lips like this. That's what I want. Maybe I just need to create my own. That's what we're gonna have to end up doing. All right, I'm gonna take my Soshi liner. I'm just gonna take this one. This is currently my favorite lip liner when I don't care about the stain. This lip liner is the best. This one took over my Anastasia one. I switch off between this one and my Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine. These are the two I utilize the most. That is my kind of lip right there. Much better. Goodness gracious, that was, I don't know, we may have to return that one to Amazon. That was a little too pink for me. All right, that's $9 right there. Now, if you like that bright pink, that is a really good stain, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling that color for me personally. All right, we're gonna take my ABH, just finish up my lips real quick. This is Honey Kiss. Oh, I feel myself now. This is, you guys know, this is just my holy grail. I use probably these two the most off camera with just my lip liner. That's all I've been using. All right. Now I feel much better with my lips. That was looking I was looking very pink. All right, let's get back to this eyeshadow look. So it's building up. I just don't think this is worth it. So we're just gonna keep trying to build it up a little bit more. Let's get back to this look, sorry. Distraction of the lips. I'm all off today. We're just gonna go with it though. I always blend, this is always clean, my Sigma E40. All right, now let's get into, we're just doing more of a natural eyeshadow look. Let's go into, I say natural, but you know what I mean. There's only 3 shades to work with. We're gonna get into this metallic right here, and we're gonna use that one all over the lid, basically. So let's see if I have, let's try this on its own, I guess. We'll use my finger. I wanna say this is more, yeah, it's more like a shimmer more than anything, or satin shimmer, I would say, not a metallic. Yeah. So you can use this on the crease and just make it on the crease, or you can use it how I'm utilizing it, which I'm just gonna put it all over the lid. So let me get a brush to do that with. Actually, you know what? Let's use this Makeup by Mario one, this side that we were trying to use the concealer with. Let's use this brush, see if we like it. Ooh, wait, hold on. Whoa, that got a little out of control. That was a little big for my eyes. Okay, I definitely don't like it for eyeshadow. Taking rougher O2 brush. Yeah, much better. Yeah, it's just not popping. It's not really doing much there. Let's put this Chantecaille on underneath it. We're gonna use the opposite end of the brush. This is the Chantecaille. You guys know I love these. This is in, I wanna say copper. This is their Eyes to no, that's Charlotte Tilbury. Mermaid, something mermaid. Anyway, I'll show you guys the difference. So we'll put the Chantecaille on that side. This is just gonna give it that little extra base, and it's the only one that doesn't affect my eyes after a while, this Chantecaille one. All right, opposite end, same color we were using from the Sephora palette. Okay, yeah, it's giving it a little more grip there. I just wouldn't even want you guys to waste your money on this, to be honest with you. I can think of $10 spent wiser than that. All right, let's try this little brush from BK Beauty, the A504, and let's try doing that on the same color. Let's try putting it on the outer V just to give myself some depth here. And blend that into the other shade. Just gonna take this A505 from BK Beauty, and we're gonna go into this shade right there. It's pretty. It's like a little pink sparkly. Just gonna pop that on in the center. These aren't anything, you guys. To really dig in there. I mean, there's affordable shadows out there that are good. So it's not to say that you can't find. I think the Ulta Beauty formulas are much better. And I used to love the Sephora eyeshadows, but when they went to their clean line, they really, just to me, I mean, that's looking better with your finger. You cannot apply that one with the brush. Well, you can, but you'd have to wet it. Okay, that's better. I think this is kind of as good as it's gonna get, so we're just gonna just go with it. We're gonna get onto the positive of my big giveaway and just go with it. Just using that same darker metallic shade or shimmer shade. Let's use this What's Up Beauty R107, and we're gonna go into that dark shade. And I'm gonna put this on the lower lash line to see if we can get anything out of this. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Okay. Sigma E40, let's blend it out. All right, Glam Fam, so that is how the final look pulled together. I did have to add in some stuff. I ended up going in with my Makeup Forever Dimensional Dark Brown on the under eye area, just as a liner, just because I needed a little bit more depth. I added in some bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills, so we had to kind of adjust things. I'll give you my thoughts in just a second, but that is what it looked like. And I did use the Amy June. She just came out with a mascara and it's called Endless Elevation. So I was very excited to test that out. I really love supporting small businesses. You guys know how much I love my Amy June lashes. I just purchased some more lashes. I have the Lizette lashes on. That's my favorite right now. I also like Eve for more glam looks. This is kind of that in-between glam and semi-natural, but I love this lash style. I think it is so pretty because this could be the one that you could just take on vacation and wear it during the daytime where it doesn't look, in my opinion, too much, but also glams up very, very well. And the mascara was very nice. So I do have a code Christy15 with Amy June lashes that will save you 15% off of your purchase, but really love those lashes. All in all, you guys, the concealer was just... it was just a huge miss for me, you guys. I'm going to give this a 1 star. I have never on my YouTube channel given something a 1 star. And it's just because the color was bad, it oxidized terribly, and I just didn't care for the formula that much. So as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, again, a 1 star. I mean, I just don't like the quality. I feel like they can make this in a better place, in my opinion. Just my opinion, and give us a little bit better quality, because I do feel like their single shadows in the past were amazing. So I don't know what's going on when they go to Clean Beauty, if they're just missing something, but Ulta Beauty did it, and their eyeshadow palette was quite nice. So I was impressed with whatever, and I think theirs was made in Germany, if I remember right. So I don't know. Anyway, I was extremely disappointed. I felt like there was hardly any color payoff. They're already hard panned. I just feel like it was like digging into like a $2 palette. I feel like e.l.f. does better palettes for $4 than they did for $10. So, I mean, I felt like it's clever. I like the whole remove the mirror and everything, but I don't care about that. I care about quality. For me personally, I want something that's really good. And this color story really intrigued me. I know it's plain, but I love browns. So I was just like, oh, so exciting. That'll be a great transition shade. And I just was really disappointed. So sad about that. But let's end on a positive note, you guys, because I am so excited. Calecim has partnered up with me for National Hair Loss Awareness Month, and we are giving five lucky winners the Advanced Hair System Kit. That is a $180 value, you guys. It is unreal what they're doing. I am so excited. You guys know my hair journey. You guys know I bleach my hair. Duh, obviously, but I haven't bleached my hair in like 3 to 4 months because the perimenopause has really caused a lot. I don't want to say it's caused, I mean, obviously the bleach has caused the damage, but I was able to kind of recuperate pretty well after a bleach job about 6 months ago. I was fine. And then I feel like the perimenopause, and somebody just commented on another video saying that they just got acid reflux and their doctor told them that was part of perimenopause. So I'm wondering if that's what's going on here. And then I know my best friend has frozen shoulder right now. So I'm just like, oh, it's so frustrating. And I know a lot of you are around the same age as me going through perimenopause or menopause or other issues that with hair loss and stuff like that. I know somebody else that really benefited from this. So that had an actual illness that she lost her hair and she's been able to grow it back with this Advanced Hair System Kit. And I'm just so excited for you guys to be able to try this because it has worked miracles. I'll show you guys right there. So you can see some of that hair that has really been growing back the last 3 months. And I am so impressed with that. I mean, I had hardly anything on that hairline, and look at it now. So it's going to take a while. It's not going to grow overnight. It's not a miracle worker, but it's as close to a miracle worker as you're going to get. And I am in awe of the hair texture. My dryness is gone. It's just really amazing. And I love the fact that, as you guys can see, I did that earlier right before I filmed, and you can still style. They don't recommend putting products in your hair after. I think there's a certain time frame, I'll put it right there, that you have to wait to put actual products, but you can style your hair fine, and you can just go out the door and it's fine. It just, honestly, for me, it feels like it gives a little bit of oomph to it. So I am just, you always get 15% off with my code. So I'll put the QR code right there for Calecim. You guys know that. The hair, I already talked about the skincare. It's amazing, but you always get 15% off of this. And I highly recommend it. It is just a miracle worker. Even the lower, this is all growing now. I mean, that would have taken forever to grow. So I do have extensions in, just so you guys know that I have tape-ins, because my hair is quite short right now because we had to cut off a lot. But I'm just tap rooting it right now. I'm not bleaching. I'm not going to be bleaching for a while. So, but we're getting back into good condition. Even my hairdresser, when I went in last to do the root tap, she was like, what are you doing differently with your hair? Because, and I told her about it, she's going to tell her clients, because seriously, like, she couldn't believe the texture from the time before I went. So, and that was just 1 month. Okay. I'm on my 2nd month of treatment, and you don't have to keep doing it. You can do there's a maintenance phase, and then there's the original phase. But anyway, I went into this in another video. I just wanted to show you guys kind of how it works a little bit, so you guys can get acquainted with it to see whether or not you'd want to enter into this contest. And please do not enter if this is not a product that you're going to use yourself, because I want to hear your story, and I'll give you guys the rules in just a second. I don't want you to get it for somebody else. I would like for you guys to be able to, or I'd like to treat the Glamfam sisters that come every single week to be able to try it onto themselves. So that's just kind of something that Calecim kind of left the rules up to me, and I just feel like that's the most genuine part of this, just because I want to hear your stories, and I want to see something, I want to be able to give you guys something that's going to help you out. Okay, so please only enter if you have hair loss issues, and this is something that you would, because I'll do other giveaways, so don't feel like this is the only giveaway I'm ever going to do. All right, we just did one with City Beauty. But anyway, Calecim, this is, again, their advanced hair system. You get all of those bottles, and each bottle, each one of these will last you the whole week, okay? Because you only use half, and you only do it twice a week. You'll only use half, and then like 3 or 4 days later, you'll use the other half. So one of these will last you all week, and I'll show you guys. I'm down to 1.5 now. Anyway, it comes with like a little, like a needler, and it's basically going to stimulate the scalp so that the hair, because this, you can put it right on, but they don't recommend that. You have to be able to do this, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. You'll want to go into the sections that you have hair loss issues. Like, I don't have hair loss issues all over my head, so I don't need to use this all over my head. I just need to use it on the parts that are damaged and really need it. And this is going to optimize your hair follicles. It's going to stimulate hair regrowth. It's going to boost your hair density, and it's going to reduce hair shedding. You want to make sure to really prep that and stimulate that root, as you guys can see right there, so that the serum can penetrate inside and really help with that growth. But I am so incredibly impressed. It's really easy to do. You don't have to use this all over your head unless you have hair loss issues everywhere. For me, it's just those areas where I just had a lot of breakage, and as you guys can see right there, those are the areas I'm focusing on so that I don't waste it, and I'm just using it in the areas like my hairline. As you guys can see right there, I started putting it into my hairline. That's why you're seeing all that growth I just showed you. And then I like to do it on the back of my nape area as well, but I didn't show that part. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys how this system works, but it is just a really good one. All right, let's get into the contest rules. So you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed to my channel. That's number 1. Like this video, leave a comment below and tell me your favorite Calecim product, or which one you would love to try the most. Share what hair issues you're having and why you want to try this advanced hair system. Make sure you're following at Calecim Professional and at Christy Allure on Instagram. tag a friend in the comments or on your own Instagram stories, and then tag at Calecim Professional. So this is on Instagram, just so you guys know that. But I will be announcing the 5 winners on September 5th, and I'm just going to choose them at random, reading your comments and making sure that you're following. I make sure you follow all of those rules, and I will announce this in a community tab post on YouTube. So make sure that you have your notification bell on, so that because I'm also going to do this entire, I'll let you guys know in the community post. It will also be pinned in the comments in this video, but you will have to be following at you have to have an Instagram account. So you have to be, because they have to have it tagged with Calecim and Christy Allure, just so you guys know that. So I'm sorry, if you don't have Instagram, sign up now if you want to enter into this contest. And then this is going to be open to the residents in the US, UK, Canada, EU, and Australia. So this is not just the US this time. We have UK, Canada, EU, and Australia also being able to participate in this giveaway. Calecim will be fulfilling it, so they will be sending it to you guys. I will just give them the 5 winners. All right, you guys, thank you again for joining me. I love you so much. If you are new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join our beautiful Glam Fam. We're here every week, and we just love for you to become part of our family. And if you did like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button, and say hello, comment below. It really does help my videos out. You can follow me during the week. I do upload shorts over here on YouTube, and I'm also over on Instagram. So again, if you want that contest rules, make sure you're following me at Christy Allure. Be sure to check out my website, christyallure.com. I have all of my merch on there. I just had somebody stop me at the gym. I had my Glam Fit hat on, and she loved it, so she was gonna get one of herself. So definitely check that out. And all of this again will be in the description box with my shop my link. You can shop this entire video, as well as all of my skincare choices, all of my Calecim stuff. It's all on there. So thank you guys. The affiliates really do help support my channel, and I just really appreciate all of your support. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out that video next, and I will see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.